to make sure I take a moment to thank the people that help make this video possible. I consider you producers of this channel and of this show. Without your support, these videos would not be possible. So I'd like to thank Rags, Comic Boom, Pop Size, The Frag Minion, Warren JB, Lynch Nut, David Osenwitz, sorry if I mispronounced your name, and A Penny for Your Dimes. I also want to thank the people that like to remain anonymous and anybody else that has contributed to this channel in the past. Without your support, these videos would not be possible. If you find yourself in a position you can help and you want to see your name here too as a producer credit, go ahead and look down in the links below. There will be a Patreon, a subscribe star, as well as a one-time donation, and you can see your name up here too. Thank you. Hello, Frugal Force. This is Captain Frugal reporting for duty.
And this is Little Frugal.
And we're doing another episode of
our monthly show.
Yeah, Frugal Rocks. And in Frugal Rocks, we show things that we did during the month. We talk about things that we received throughout the month. And just overall, a lot of positivity. So we hope you enjoy this show. So as we start, first of all, if you didn't pay attention, thank you to everybody on Patreon, as well as Subscribe Star, or that give us one-time donations. Without you, these shows wouldn't be possible. We do want to make a point right now that I am working on the comic book, The C List. So if you want in on that, some inside scoop, check out our Patreon Subscribe Star. They're as little as $1 a month, and you're going to get some inside scoop information on how that story's going. And there's going to be an ash can for it too, which stars this little guy and his sister. Found it. So anyway, let's start with the video games part, shall we? Can we start with video games first?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to start with the games. So speaking of games, did you play any games this month?
Yes.
What'd you play?
Hello Neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
And Hello Neighbor Hide and Seek, and I'm on stage 3.
Stage 3 of Hide and Seek?
Hmm?
And why didn't you play all of Hello Neighbor first?
Because Hello Neighbor Hide and Seek goes first.
Oh, so it's a prequel? So that's what that means. A prequel goes first. So it's a story that leads up to that. So you're on the 3rd chapter of Hello Neighbor and the 3rd chapter of Hello Neighbor Hide and Seek?
Mm-hmm.
You've also been playing Fortnite, haven't you?
Yeah. No.
Not much?
Not a lot.
Just a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. But you're still playing some Fortnite. You're right. You have backed off a little bit, but you're going to be playing more because my brother now is going to be playing Fortnite with him too. And all 3 of us are going to work together as a squad. So, hey, speaking of which, you want to join up on our squad sometime on a match of Fortnite, let me know. We're playing it right because Fortnite's cross-platform. He's on the Switch, and my brother and I, or one of my friends too, we're on PlayStation 4, and we still all play together, don't we?
Yeah, but there's only one person on Nintendo, and that's me.
Yeah, he's the only one on the Switch right now, but that's okay.
That works.
All right, so that's the games he's playing. I always make a list for me because I can't keep track. Last month, Little Frugal picked out the game for me to play, and he picked out Superman Shadow of Apocalypse for PlayStation 2. I beat it. I was really stuck on one particular level. It took a lot of work because it has a lot of timing. It's very, very picky on how much time you have to beat this stage, and I did it. Another game I beat was Golden Axe 2, the Sega Genesis version. I don't have the arcade one that I'm aware of. I'm going to have to double check, see if I have that version. I do like the Sega Genesis version, but not as much as the arcade version, but still a great game. Matter of fact, I put a video up of that already, so you can check that out on our channel. Spider-Man Web of Shadows, I beat that, but I don't think I put a video up of that yet, because I'm actually using part of that video footage too for a review I'm working on for the Retro Tink. So I'm doing a review on that. I'm doing a lot of games through that to really test it first before I give it my recommendation or my thumbs down, whatever it's going to be. But I'm really testing it a lot first. Space Harrier. I beat Space Harrier. That was a lot of fun, that classic arcade game. And Battletoads, the arcade game too. I'm just looking at my notes here to tell me what games I beat. So I beat a lot of games in the month of January and February, those months, and this is going to cover all of February mainly, so most of those games, except for Web Shadows, I beat in February. So with that said and done, we're going to talk about some other stuff now, a little bit more fun. I can move my notes there.
First, a message from our sponsor.
Hello, all. My name is Rick Piper, the creator and owner of Cross Comics, and all which it entails. Some of which is my characters Electide, the Wiz, Ozona, Insecto, the Flame, Snowdrift. But the one that I want to start it all off with, that I want to bring it to you today, is the Canadian Shield. He is from a time long ago. He's been brought into the present. He's given a suit with fantastic powers, and that suit is from the future, thus where the past, the present, and the future collide, because the suit and him are in the here and the now. So take a read as you look down. Hopefully you will be very much interested. This is a great project to get into. It's not just the birth of a character, it's the birth of a universe, the Crossverse of Cross Comics.
You know, we get a lot of great stuff, don't we? People send us stuff. They really show a lot of love. And so we want to spotlight some of those. One of those things you're not going to be able to see up here right now very well. It's pretty small, but I'll put it up a bigger picture here. Little Frugal had a piece of artwork drawn of him by Peter Samedi, and it's just awesome. So check that out. It's amazing. That meant a lot to us, didn't it?
Yeah.
How does it feel having somebody draw you as a superhero?
Very good.
Does it make you feel like a superhero?
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you so much for that. That was absolutely amazing. So also on top of that, we've got the computer parts that we did from the last video. We put them together, and why don't you take a look at that right now? All right, Frugal Force. So here is the computer. Got a little froggy there. That was because of you guys. At the top, you're wondering what that is. That is a network adapter, because unfortunately I still don't have this room hardwired yet. It's going to be a complicated thing to do. So anyway, some of you are going to pick on me for the setup, but if you're going to notice, the cabling and everything is nicely done. It's not a mess. It's all actually behind and in here in the back, but unfortunately it's completely filled, because some people might not like that I have a hard drive showing there a little bit, but you know what, I couldn't fit it back there. It's completely filled. So anyway, you see there's a hard drive there, there's the RAM, there's a nice motherboard I got, here's the CPU, nice fan there, here is the Red Devil awesome graphics card. Also, there is another hard drive down in here, solid state back here, that you can't see, as well as a 9 terabyte traditional hard drive. So there's 2 solid states as well as that. And as you see, this thing is loaded with fans. There's a fan there, there, and there. So there's 3 fans there, a fan there's 4, there's 5, and then there's the fans on the board, which you can't see too well, but there's 3, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 fans to keep this thing completely cool. So next I'm going to do is I'm going to fire it up, and you can see how it looks. So I'm going to do, I might have to dim the lights there. As I said, so don't pick on me too much here. It is building computers is not my main thing. I got to make sure I turn the main power supply. I have everything up on a power supply here too. So I flip this master switch here, and see, this is going to tell me this is the desktop computer. So I'm going to turn that on, and see now it's already in standby mode, and it'll do that all the time while it's on standby mode. It's just going to cycle through the colors on the LEDs and look all nice and pretty. When I go up here, there we go. Pretty, and it's going to cycle through all kinds of different colors. It actually runs really, really quiet. I took the glass off just so otherwise you're just going to get reflection. So anyway, shuffle down here. There we go. It's going to go up to the screen real quick, and this thing does not take long to load up, because everything, the operating system is on a solid state drive, so that way it goes quicker. So it's going to do that. Meanwhile, once again, that's going to cycle through the colors all pretty. I apologize if there's any moving and things like that, but I want to show off this computer, which would have not been possible if it was not for you guys. So look at that. That's a beaut. It's got USB ports, audio port there, mic port. It's also loaded with ports in the back. Sorry if you heard that noise as me stepping on there. There's all kinds of, it even lights up around the the monitor outputs, so you can see that. So it's got plenty of outputs. I'm running dual monitor right now, but I'm waiting on a adapter so I can plug in my second monitor. That's over here right below it. So until then, I'm on one monitor. I might even add a third, because I have more. I just have to get another adapter, but it's taken forever to come from China for that adapter. So here we are, is this, and it's Here we go. We click on this button here. This is actually going to be our fan control. And this thing is really, really quiet. You can't really tell, but it is really quiet. But if I turn on the turbo, now you can start hearing it more. That's really going to kick the fan up. But I'll be honest with you, I've put it under some benchmark testing, and I've never needed anything very powerful. Also here, click here. It's going to give me a breakdown and specs of everything on it that I need to know, like my CPU fan, my temperature. And as you know, you can watch your temperature, and if I need to, I can turn it up. I can do it automatically as well. But I've ran it through testing so far and things. I don't have everything loaded in it yet, and I've never came to a point where I needed to turn the fan up much. So, and this is going to give all kinds of information too. That it gives a lot more all on here. There, we're going to do the benchmark. Yeah, I didn't double click. So there we go. We're going to run the benchmark here. This YouTube will not do it near justice, or my camera being held against it. But here we go. We got the information there, all there. We're going to run it right now. So here we are. This is the AMD Radeon RX 5700 XT. I'm running at 149 frames per second and over. I'm running well around there right now. I'm running around 130. So you know, as you see there, I'm running fantastic on that. So right now we got the quality settings. I think it's on high, but let's put it at the maximum. Yep, we're going to put it on ultra. This is the hardest on the system there. So we'll put it on ultra. And this thing, you can't tell through here, but it looks absolutely fantastic. And I'm still running 160, 150 frames per second. When it did the scene transition, I dipped around 60. But otherwise, I'm running consistently here at 150-ish or so frames per second and higher. So this is just running fantastic and beautifully. I've also got this computer piped through the surround sound. So I have a surround sound hooked up too, so I can change that at any time. In the process of trying to get the games, I got Launchbox in there, but I cannot get Rocket Launcher to read with Launchbox properly. So I'm working on that. That way I can run emulation for the games I already own. But there you guys go. I'm going to put the glass on there. Once again, this would not be possible if it was not for you, Frugal Force. So I'm going to zoom back a little bit here on my desk, because eventually I'm going to do a video too on the game room / office, and we're going to talk about how I have everything hooked up and things that might help you too, using the things that I've done some videos on. So once again, Frugal Force, awesome job. Thank you.
Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings in a single bound. Look, it's a raven! No, it's a plane! Wait, this is the wrong hero. Oh well, it may be the wrong hero, but he does all that anyways. This is the Canadian Shield!
Well, there you have it. Our computer's really coming a long way. We're going to add more software to it, but it's pretty awesome. Isn't that computer awesome? It lights all up.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to really having some fun games with you guys. Absolutely looking forward to that. We've had a lot of comic books last year given to us and things, and we said there was just too many to spotlight. So we're going to break those up, what we get this month, as well as what we've gotten over last year until we get through those. Well, this is one of those we got last year, and this is Jungle Comics #1 by Chuck Dixon and Kelsey Shannon. I am going to read this one actually today. I haven't read it yet. It's on my today's reading list, so I'm really looking forward to checking that out. Excellent fun there. Speaking of that, let's see here. Another one. I got this one last year, and I read it last year, and I really enjoyed it as well. And this is Mike S. Miller's Deal with the Devil. I really enjoyed this one. It's all together here. I got the card in it. It says Deal with the Devil, published by Blacklist. Deal with the Devil was 2005, 2019. All rights reserved. Created by Mike S. Miller, written by Mike S. Miller, art and letters by Sherman Schwartzrock. Yeah, I actually said that right. Schwartzrock. And colors by David Cruel and edited by Sean J. Jordan. I really did enjoy this book. This was a lot of fun to read. Very cool. I like that back too. So awesome. One thing, as I mentioned before, and we mentioned in episode 1, our channel here, our goal is to make everybody have fun together in the community, isn't it? We want everyone to get together and get along. Yeah. And we know there's a lot of fighting right now in the community. And we're probably even going to get some in the comments, complaints about comic books that we showcase here and things like that. But our goal is just to be brutally honest and share what we enjoy.
Yeah.
You know, you can have a disagreement with somebody and not hate them, can't we?
Right.
We can still have fun together.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So there's no reason for issues. Another book that we got here too was The Meg. So if you like shark stuff, this was a pretty good one too. I've got this card and everything in this book. This was a great, another fun read. I really enjoyed it. Story was written by Steve Alton. Adaptation was by J.S. Earl and Mike S. Miller. The art was by Mike S. Miller. Background artist was Eric Nelwansky, which once again I apologize. I butcher names. Color was by J. Nanjan Jamboree. I'm just terrible at names. You definitely should look it up and check it out nonetheless, because I will not do these people any justice name-wise. But once again, terrific artwork, and I did enjoy the story. So as I received last year, let me go through here. Another one I just mentioned on the Twitter feed, if you've been following my Twitter too, is this series called Something Real. And I read issue number 1 and 2. Now, I didn't let Little Frugal read these, okay? But maybe I will. I don't know. Can you handle a little bit scary? What this is about is when the kids sleep, there's some evil entities taking them. Just pulling them in through their dreams. Dun, dun, dun. And it's up to this particular boy. It ends up, by issue 2, it lets us know that it's up to this boy, and he's going to have to stop them. And he's this nerdy boy. Anyway, the cover art was by Ian Miller. The colors by M. Wayne Miller. Cover B was by, and art and colors was by Ian Miller as well. You can check this out at Miller Comics. So he has an @ Miller Comics for his Twitter, I'm sure. Also, Joey Turnage for creator, words, edits, co-letters. And that is at Joey Turn 14, and Freddie81 for Frederick Matheson for the, Frederick Matson for the colors. And it's an interesting style. I find it very enjoyable. I read issue 1, I immediately read issue 2, and I don't have issue 3, so I have to get issue 3 because I don't know what happens next. Dun dun dun. But really, really cool. Maybe I'll let you read it. I think you can handle it, Little Frugal. But definitely really something cool. There, look at that dude. That's who he's going to have to go up against, it looks like. And so there's a lot to that there. Absolutely excellent, excellent stuff. Whew, got a few more to go. Okay, another one that we got this one last year. This was for King Joe for the fulfillment there here. A whole binder worth of great stuff. It says, "Hey, Captain Frugal, thank you for your coming on board. Seriously. It's really very nice of you to give up some of your treasure. Here is what is inside. Your fulfillment package. Any puzzling questions, don't hesitate to call." And I give that to. Anyway, in this, you get a lot of information. We got this World's Greatest Average Hero book, Joe King. And it's created, written, and illustrated by George Peter Gatsis. Gatsis, which I'm going to butcher once again. And it has original art in here that's just really cool. Look at that, buddy.
Good.
Yeah, I really like that. It's really nice picture here. And here's another one. Check that one out. See some more original art there. I'll turn the page here. And this binder has several pages of original art. And this is just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. We got some more stuff here. This nice binder. If you haven't checked this book out, you might really enjoy it. I didn't think it was quite for Little Frugal, though. Not that there's anything bad in it, necessarily. There's a lot of throwback humor. And he's not old enough to understand a lot of that throwback humor and those things to classic stuff. Look at these cards. And so there's a lot of that in there. So if you're a child an adult now, person that's been through the 80s and 90s, as well as has a lot of knowledge about background of older issues of comic books. There's a lot of excellent throwback moments in this comic book for that. And there was also another one here too, The Black Diamond Effect. But oh, by the way, you gotta look at that. Little doubleofluffy.com. I love it. Double O Fluffy. What about that?
Yep.
So thank you. This was an absolute treasure. Another wonderful thing that we received. Thank you. Thank you so much. There's some other stuff just for this month. Another game we got this month before I get to the comic books is this one. We got Mighty Number 9. Yeah, Mighty Number 9. And we bought it for $2.99. I know a lot of people are going to complain about Mighty Number 9. But when you could get it for like $3, why not, right? Check that out. It's going to be like a Mega Man game. I'm looking forward to it. And Little Frugal also read a book this month that he wanted to share and talk about with us. And that was Adam Reck #1 from Alterna Comics. So, Little Frugal, you enjoy this comic book?
Yep.
Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Him and his parents.
Wait, who's him and his parents?
Adam Wreck
Okay.
and his parents. He had to escape Earth, but his parents got to the real one. But the child went to this Earth, but he wasn't alone at that Earth.
Who was with him?
Aliens.
There's aliens, so he's on an alien type of planet.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. And are these mean aliens or?
Like more in the middle.
Okay, more in the middle. So is there good and evil aliens?
No, they're all like in between.
Okay. Are you looking forward to reading issue 2?
Yes.
Because this is, by the way, Adam Wreck is a 3-issue limited series, and we have all 3 issues. So we have 1 and 2 for you to check out later. You also told me you've been reading more Dogman, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're still enjoying the Dogman books. So you said there was more that came out recently?
Yes.
Okay, and you're going to be checking those out too?
Yeah.
Awesome. So excellent. So keep checking out maybe the Dogman books. All right, we also got some other stuff that just squeaked by for this month because it came in the mail just today. And I thought, you know what, I'm definitely going to have to throw this out there. If you recall previously in a video, I did a review over issue #1 of a 4-issue limited series called Eric Henson's Eden. And I absolutely loved it. The artwork, I think, is great. The story was wonderful. So Eric Henson did this. So anyway, in the mail, my segue to this and why this is happening here is from Mr. Henson there, I received a picture of original art. Check this out. Another piece of original art for the room here. And you haven't seen a lot of this original art other than like maybe pictures on Twitter and things, but they are in this room. We're in the process right now of redoing this room, making it even better, aren't we?
Yep.
Yeah, and so this kind of art like this is getting put up there. Like over in that area, there's 3 pieces of art. There's a Peter Simeti Captain America. There's a Captain America by John Malin. Captain America by Don DeLay. We've got some more Peter Simeti work up here. Other stuff like that too. And you can't see it all right now, but once I get the room done a little bit more, which I'm getting there, then I'm probably going to do another room tour and show how I do my footage and how everything's hooked up right now, because we have a pretty elaborate system of everything hooked up, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this art and stuff is absolutely phenomenal. I really like this cat picture. What do you think?
Yep.
Unfortunately, it's bent a little bit in the mail. Oh, mail people. And it was packaged pretty good, too. I'm going to be putting this in a frame, so it won't even be noticeable. It's going to go in a frame just like my other artwork that I've got up there. Now, this next one, it's got an original cover, Steranko cover. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a thing of beauty, and it's signed.
Yep.
And, wow, it is a fantastic cover. I'm going to pull this out here. I want to be extra careful, right? Mm-hmm. And you open it up and it says The Return of Airboy. And It's Alive presents The Return of Airboy. Airboy number 51. And it's written by Chuck Dixon, which I love Chuck Dixon, which is evidently known. That's why this was given to me. His work is great. The pencils and inks were by Brent McKee. M-C-K-E-E. Colors and letters by J.O.K. Jock, I guess it's pronounced. And the heap is written by Chuck Dixon in here also and illustrated by Frank Fosco. The variant cart here is by Jim Steranko, yes, which is just, and it's signed. Oh man, this is great. I'm going to be handling this with kid gloves as I read it. And this cover is just phenomenally awesome. That is just absolutely amazing. I'm super happy and stoked. We love things like this, don't we?
Yep.
Now, that's not all. We got a couple other things. One of them you might have watched already in a review. We did a review of it, so hopefully you go back and look at it. But we got this. Here we go. This dual arcade stick, right? And I reviewed it, and it has about 2,500 games, I think I said on it. It's a lot of fun. We enjoy playing stuff like this, don't we?
Yep.
You know, this cover is not my favorite, but Little Frugal's favorite color is orange, so he absolutely loves this. And it says Friends on it. I mean, how cool can you be, right? So this is definitely going to stay this way because that's what he loves. And it's an interesting device, so if you're very interested in this All-Star Retro Classic Arcade Game Console Dual Arcade Stick, definitely check out the video. I go through extensively about the controls, the build quality, the games on it, and things of that nature. I think you might enjoy it. Now we did get one other thing that we made us purchase too, because we like to play video games and we love arcade sticks, don't we?
Yep.
Yeah, there's just something about an arcade stick that's awesome. And so we got this. We ordered this, the Universal Arcade Stick F500 V2 from Mayflash. I'm going to be putting up a review of this too. I'm currently still reviewing it. I've done the unboxing part of the footage and all that. I'm actually testing it out with games right now. We're testing it out with one of them is Snoopy for PlayStation 4. This works with the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, Xbox One, Android, the Neo Geo, and I told him all that, and he was starting to get sad because he was like he wanted it for the Switch. And then I told him it works for the Switch. Did you see that face? Look at the smile that it popped up. So it also works for the Switch. So Little Frugal might enjoy using this for some platformers, and maybe if he gets some fight games for his Switch. Because right now he's got several games. You got Hello Neighbor Hide and Seek. What else you got?
Bendy.
Bendy and the Ink Machine.
And pretty sure I
You got a Mario game.
Oh yeah, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. And I'm pretty sure I have Minecraft Story Mode.
You do. You have the first whole season and the second whole season.
Yep.
So, any other games you can think of?
No.
Okay.
Not anymore.
I had that Mario Rabbit. Well, he's got at least those. He might have more. And we're talking about there's a free one to download we're going to be looking into pretty soon, too. It's a car driving game. Your race car. So, I think you're going to really enjoy that. Your mother is playing it right now, just so you know, on her Nintendo Switch.
Wait.
Yeah, she is. So anyway, if you're interested in this arcade stick, I've been testing it out. It works on all the systems, and it works for your computer too. And that's one of the reasons I wanted an arcade stick that also worked for the computer. And so we've been testing out. The buttons and things are a little bit different.
Yep.
A little different than the other arcade sticks. They're not quite like a Samwa clone exactly. But it's so far so good. But all these are actually easily replaceable. You just unscrew at the bottom of here, and you can put new components in here, new arcade stick and buttons, which I will probably eventually convert them to Sanwas. And it came with a plastic little piece too to change the stick to. It comes with the octagonal input rather than what's in there right now, because you could actually have different ones that vary the motion of your joystick. So it's pretty cool. Definitely continuing. I'm going to be playing a couple fight games with it. Probably Street Fighter 4, Injustice 2, Mortal Kombat 10, because I don't have 11 yet. I know. Don't at me now. So I'm looking forward to it, testing it a lot. You're going to see that video probably later this month or shortly after that. So we've got a lot of great things. We've had a lot of fun, haven't we?
Yep.
Yeah. What are you looking forward to next month? What are you going to be playing next? He's thinking hard. Are you going to beat what is it? Hello Neighbor Hide and Seek? You think you can beat it this month? Or within the next month?
I think I can, because, I have, 3 more levels to finish.
Okay. And how about the Hello, what is it, Hello Neighbor?
I won't be able to finish that in the month, because, the other levels, you need, 20 for, each one to go by.
Interesting. And speaking of playing through games and beating it, you know who else is playing a game? Your sister, the American Dream. She is playing Snoopy for the PlayStation 4.
Oh. Oh. I can't get that one. I was close to get that one. I know that. Oh no. Okay, maybe I can get up there.
All right, so I've got a lot of games playing for testing stuff. Otherwise, I don't know which game I'm going to go for to beat next. But we're also going to be reading a lot of comic books. I've still got a lot in my backlog. I've got some ones from some great people. Just sent me some wonderful books from Marvel, some full stories of Avengers, Daredevil. I've got God King for. Which I'm looking forward to reading that too as well. That's a Jawbreakers one, as well as a lot of other really good ones that are on there. So if you go, well, is my book not on here? Don't feel bad. It's just I haven't gotten to it yet. I'm looking forward to it. Our pile is huge, and I know, as you said, you're going to read Adam Wreck 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Awesome. And we've got some other ones lined up that we plan on reading too. So if there's something that you see that you think we should read, or a game that you think we would love to play and play together, by all means, let us know in the comments. If you want to, as well, spotlight a book that you're writing, or is coming out, or will be out soon, or is currently out, let us know. We'd love to check it out. We'd love to spotlight it on the show, right? Because we love supporting everything we can, don't we?
Yep.
Once again, you might have disagreements. You might not even like somebody. Doesn't mean you have to hate them. Can't we all enjoy these hobbies together, right? I always said, if people don't get along or others fighting and complaining on the internet, why don't you just play a game of Mortal Kombat together or something, or Street Fighter, beat each other up that way. Let's work it out and have some fun, because there's just too much good out there to sit there fighting each other about it, right?
Right.
All right, so get your kids reading. Get your family together. A family that games and reads together stays together, don't we?
Yeah.
All right, and until next time,
Keep it frugal.
Thanks for sticking with me through this. If you don't mind and you enjoy videos like this, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe, and even bigger, hit that notifications bell, because evidently that means a lot. Also, if you find yourself in the position that you can help the channel and you want to, you say, hey, I like this stuff. If you don't mind, go down to the info bar down below. We have a link for our Patreon, which you can join our Patreon for as little as $1 a month, which gets you special posts that are only for the patrons. So sometimes I do Frugal Force videos that are patron only, or special versions of videos. I also do random Frugal Force giveaways, where I just take a random person out there with a random number generator. It selects who it does, and I send them stuff, whether it be games or comic books or both, whoever knows. And sometimes I even just ask you guys questions or shoot up a message, and I greatly appreciate you checking those out. Also, if you find that maybe that's not for you, you don't like Patreon, we have it in the info bar as well, a Streamlabs link there where you can click on that and just give a one-time donation, and that helps the channel. All those proceeds are going right back into the channel to help Little Frugal and I and his sister, the American Dream, my wonderful little girl, and our family continue to have fun doing this and sharing this with you. All right, thank you very much. Thank you, subscribers. Thank you for all the ones who have stuck it out with me this long, and all the new ones that have joined on too. Thank you. We greatly appreciate it. And don't be afraid to leave a message in the comments section too. We love to read them. All right, thanks, and until next time, keep it frugal.